beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-March right through to mid-April 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pertain to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is the singles reading. If you're looking for a twin flame connection or if you're not looking for a love reading at all, I will be doing a career reading and a twin flame reading in the next couple of days for your sign. But this is for singles who are looking for new love. So let's see what's coming up there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? We've got the child. In the Lenormand deck, the child basically means new beginnings. So you're looking to the horizon. You're looking for a new adventure when it comes to love. We do have the mouse there. Sometimes you may play small or feel a little bit nervous when it comes to love, opening yourself up. But we got the scythe there as well. The scythe basically means there's going to be some sort of quick change in your energetic sphere to bring love in. We do have the crucifix there, the cross. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now that does talk about your sacrifices that you make for love. Now we will go deeper into that as we move forward. And they want one more. Normally I would give like 1 in this position, but they've asked me to go on. So thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. It'd be wonderful if you got the hearts, because I feel like there is something really positive coming here for you. But let's see. Thank you so much, Spirit. Oh, no. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What else do they need to know before we close? We got the stork. So they are indicating that after a long period of stagnancy in your love relationships or in your love life, there is sudden movement, okay? Because you're ready for a new adventure. Now I'm going to get all of your cards first before we move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? We have the 5 of Swords. What's crossing you is the Hierophant. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? We've got the Chariot card, so you definitely are moving forward. In the past position, we have the Hermit. So you're leaving single life behind. That Hermit is fully in the past. And you may have learnt a lot when it comes to love relationships. We've got the King of Swords here. I'm going to pull a card on it because there is the potential that either you're thinking about somebody or you're thinking before you act on something, but I have to hone in on that energy before we move forward. We've got the Judgment card and we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So I do see you in the near future working on yourself, focusing on your own needs. We've got the King of Cups, so there's definitely love coming in here for you, for sure. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. We've got the Star. So that's representative of some healing. Whoa, okay. We got the Ace of Cups. So, I mean, Spirit's indicating here there's definitely love coming on in here. And we've got the Sun card for you as well. So, very positive energy. I'm just going to shift this up a little bit. Scooch it right there so that I can just slot it in. Okay, and I'll pop that there to close that off. Now, let's start from the very beginning. The first card you got here is the Child. Now, the Child in the Lenormand deck basically means new beginning or hopefully looking towards the future. When you've got water in tarot, it is all about dreams, things that you're manifesting. It's also about emotions. So I feel like you may be processing a lot of emotions, whether it's to do with a past situation or whether it's childhood situation where you've learned to I feel like you've learned to love in a certain way. Now, as children, we all absorb our surroundings when we're younger, and we notice patterns that happen within childhood. We may absorb those things, and we may not even realize that we're absorbing a way that teaches us how to accept love or how to reject love, or how love comes as a foundation. So I feel this is something that may have carried through your adult life, and it may be influencing in some way the way that you approach love. Okay, there is an energy here of you being very, very independent. Which, I mean, don't ever change your wonderful self, my beautiful Capricorns. Independent for a reason, that's wonderful. But number 13 indicates there is transformation, there is change. The number 13 connects to the Death card energy. And you've also got the Scythe there, which indicates that there is transformation in your love relationships. So if you've been in a solitary energy for quite some time, because your past position is a Hermit, they're indicating that you're going to be in a committed relationship that's going to make you very, very happy. The Hierophant is the challenge, and the Hierophant is about marriage or settling down, but it talks about commitment. So I feel like, I mean, for some of you, I'm gonna briefly touch on it, Capricorn, because this is a new love reading for singles looking for love. There is a Judgment card here. So there could be someone that you separated from that you think back to, okay, that you thought was the one. This person, I mean, the Judgment card is in your position. So I feel like this person, they may be thinking about you too, but I feel like you're wondering whether you would even think about going back to that or whether you should move on. I feel like you're healing from something, that's for sure. It doesn't matter how long it's been, whether it's years or months. I feel like there's something or somebody on your mind. I will pull a card on it, but this is for new. So I'm going to only mention it briefly, okay? So I feel like you are actually looking, there's something here about looking across the shore. I mean, I know it's literally a child looking out to sea, but it's like, so either there was someone that you had a long distance thing with in the past, or this is someone that you were with and now they've moved countries or something like that. I definitely feel like there is some sort of distance between you and a past situation that sometimes you feel a little bit nostalgic about, okay? But I feel with the child, this is you being hopeful. And I also, they're indicating here as well, being open-hearted and childlike, playful, being, curious about your surroundings, opening yourself up for new adventure. I feel like you are ready, okay? Now, in the Resistance position, we do have the Mouse. So I feel like in the past, either you've had lack of confidence or you felt a little bit perhaps worried about opening up to love or anxious in some way. You may have even found it very difficult to sort of open your heart and be vulnerable with another person. And just when you feel like you start to trust a person and start to open up, then things either fall apart or they don't go the way you'd hoped, okay? So I'm just picking up on this energy of obstacle because it's number 23, and when you reduce it, 2 plus 3 is 5, which is the number of challenge or obstacles. It also happens to be the Hierophant number 5, which is all about commitment. So I feel like I feel sometimes you have experienced relationships with people who were not strong enough to stand by your side. And also you are the sort of person that you can see through BS, okay? You are someone who's loyal and grounded, and you don't let many people into your energetic sphere. You don't let many people into your heart unless you feel they deserve a place to be in your heart. And I feel like there was a past situation that has some way influenced your confidence, okay? So this could be from childhood, as I said. It doesn't have to be an ex-relationship. It can be something from childhood. Now, they really, as I hold this card, I feel really heavy in my shoulders, like super heavy, like I've got the world on my shoulders. So for example, maybe right now you feel like you've got a lot of responsibility, or you feel like you're working really hard towards a particular goal or dream, and you feel like to even think about having to take the initiative to find new love, it feels a little bit like something heavy. Okay, so Spirit want you to release the baggage or release the heaviness and open yourself up to exploring your territory, and just open your heart. Remember that as soon as easier said than done, I know, we're all like trying to pay bills or keep jobs or get jobs if we don't have a job, and there's a lot going on in the world right now as well. So you may feel perhaps that having that light-hearted kind of spring in your step is difficult sometimes, but I feel like Spirit's indicating that there is a wonderful new adventure all of a sudden. and it's going to make you very, very happy. And I feel like there's a flirtatious energy about this. I feel like you're remembering who you were, okay, before responsibility, if that makes sense. I mean, some of you are like business owners, or some of you have are trying to set up your own business, or you're trying to set up something international. There's something here about going further afield or over shores. I'm picking up on that. So you may feel like your mind is elsewhere right now. But I feel like you are ready for new love. Now, the outcome energy, this is your overall fated energy. We've got the Scythe, and it's number 10 in the major arcanas, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like your luck is changing, and I feel like you're starting to think about your destiny, your life's purpose path. And I feel like things are shifting in a new cycle for you that is really, really positive, okay? The Wheel of Fortune energy tends to be about the wheel of life. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. And I feel with that Wheel of Fortune energy, things are shifting in a positive direction for you. Some of you may also feel like you've been on a bit of a cycle of repeat, where you feel that there's been a bit, especially with that Eight of Pentacles, you may have felt like you're in the humdrum of life, where you're in a routine, where you you do a certain thing every day, get up in the morning, have breakfast, go to work, try to pay the bills, come home, you're exhausted, and you just watch TV because you're exhausted, and then go to sleep, or you have some sort of hobby that you do and you fall asleep, and you repeat the cycle. So I feel like you're putting an end to that. The Scythe indicates a quick or sudden change, a hasty ending of something in order to move on to something greater, something better, okay? When you see the Scythe, of course, it connects to the Death card energy, which is again about transformation. You're going to make a sudden choice about something. Now, I'm going to pull a quick card on this one because it's a sacrifice card. It can mean that, you're having faith as well. And my readings are not really about religion, but you may be praying to a source that you celebrate, or you may be having faith that the sacrifices that you made for your career or for previous situations, I feel like you're hoping that it's worth it, but also I feel like you're looking at the sacrifices you've made in love. And I feel like you're asking yourself, is it worth it? Because I see sometimes that you've given a lot of yourself, Capricorn, more than a lot of yourself. You've overgiven. You've been very generous with your time, your energy, your money, with people. And I feel like you want to, I always think, Capricorn, you bring the magic in life, okay? You're the sort of person who works really hard to get the money to try and make the magic in life, as well as build stability. So, and I feel like you do a lot for your partner when you've really given your heart to that person. And I feel you may have experienced something in the past where you gave a lot and you got a little back, or you felt like you didn't get. And we do not give to our partners or to our love situations in order to receive back. Of course, it is an energetic exchange. And you may have felt like you are always the person doing. You're always the person finding the place to go to for a restaurant, or you're always the person sort of initiating an exciting opportunity to go and explore. What should we do this evening, darling? That sort of thing. And they're like, I don't know, what do you want to do? And you're like, oh, okay, well, how about we do this? You're always bringing the ideas and the excitement. And I feel like you've made a lot of sacrifices. I feel like you're learning, because it's number 36. When you reduce it, 3 plus 6 is 9, the Hermit energy. I feel like you're learning about the sacrifices that you make for love. And I feel like you're looking back at it. And because the Scythe is there, I have to pull a quick card, because I feel like you've made a pact with yourself where you're like, I'm not going to make huge sacrifices in love anymore. I'm going to let the person come to me. So that's what I'm feeling with this. So I need to just pull a card with that. Now, of course, any relationship that's worth its salt is, give and take. It is harmonious. Well, I mean, all relationships, they go through ups and downs, and it's hard work, of course, but it's all about balance and generosity and vulnerability and open yourself up. So if you've experienced something in the past that has not been that, whether it's a past relationship or you've witnessed it in childhood, I feel like you're changing the way that you do something. The Moon card, because it's almost like as soon as you start to give more and more and more of your love, things start to become a little bit confused, or things start to, it's almost like the fear creeps in, or you feel frustrated because all of a sudden you don't know where you stand with this person. Also, there's a very strong energy from this moon card. This is Cancerian energy, so maybe you've got strong Cancerian placements, or perhaps Pisces as well, but I'm picking up strong Cancerian placements. There's an energy here of independence versus settling down, okay? So I feel like there's a real push and pull between that. So perhaps you've been with people who it looks like you're in a long-term relationship with this person, and it looks like you're going to settle down, and there's that sort of domestic kind of energy about you both. And then there's like a kickback where all of a sudden there's like they're seeking their independence, or I mean, the Justice card in the reverse can mean that things become really confused, and the Justice card in reverse is about someone like either being avoidant of their actions. Maybe they've got a lack of accountability, or they avoid their emotions, and sometimes it's almost like the energy I'm picking up on, Capricorn, is like as soon as love walks in, common sense walks out. And that's pretty much for everybody, of course, but I feel like you've experienced some sort of something that was unfair. Now, it can mean that someone was dishonest to you in the past as well when you get this card in the reverse. But I feel more that this is about some sort of argument, dispute, or someone avoiding their feelings, and you almost avoiding your intuition when there's a red flag. Because if you feel like you're doing more for a person, and more and more and more, and you're feeling completely energetically drained, and you may be with an energy vampire, for example, I feel like you're putting an end to that sort of sacrifice. I feel like you're allowing people to sort of meet you halfway. Now, a lot of people say, well, how will I know if I'm doing too much, etc., etc. I always see the people who have a very tough time taking compliments, or if someone does you a good turn, my beautiful Capricorn, immediately you want to return the favor. Or someone says, oh my gosh, you look amazing, you're like, yeah, you too. Or you bat it back and you don't accept the compliment, or there's an indication sometimes that people like that are not comfortable with receiving and being open to love. Okay, so therefore you actually overcompensate by giving more and more and more of your love, care, attention, devotion, money to your counterpart, because you find it hard to receive it for yourself. So just be mindful of that. That's just coming up briefly. I don't know who that's for, but they needed me to mention that. Now we got number 29. This is an outcome energy. When you reduce it, 2 + 9 is 11, the soul path number, but it is also the Justice card, which is about you getting what you truly deserve and having a fair relationship. This energy is, this card in the Lenormand deck is the woman. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. So when you get this card, it is about intuition. And it's also about intuitively finding your happiness within. And then, your circumstances outside of yourself become also a lot more positive. Now she's got her hand on the hat. It's on the crown chakra, which is about deep knowing. You know what makes you happy, and you know what does not make you happy. And as you can see, she is facing the sun. So I feel like you're in search of happiness. You're in search of the sun, maybe physically in search of the sun. Some of you may be traveling to warmer climates, or you may be trying to relocate, maybe buy a home, or because you're getting the sun. So you're seeking the sun and you're getting it. Your outcome energy is the sun, and also an offer of love coming through as well. But the stork indicates that there is still a bit of a wait. I'm not going to lie to you, my beautiful Capricorn, and say, oh yeah, love's around the corner, it's going to happen on Tuesday, or anything like that. The Eight of Pentacles in the near future sees you focusing on you. Okay, so but I feel like love is not too far behind, just so you're aware. The stork is a wonderful bird that just stands, watches, and waits. Now, I don't feel like you're watching and waiting for love. I feel like you're very busy in your world. You're happening to life. You're getting out there and trying to build your finances and focus on a dream or a goal. Or if you haven't got a job right now, I feel like you're maybe looking for a job. I feel like there is one that really speaks to your heart coming on in, and some of you may actually be going on courses online to learn a little bit more about money management, or skills to help you earn more money. And then all of a sudden, because storks make really quick moves, so two cards here indicating suddenly you meet someone out of the blue. You are not expecting it. It's going to happen, okay? It's number 17. We got the star energy there, okay? You've got the star here in your chart. I feel like you are being hopeful. The star is all about inspiration and a renewal of inspiration or hope, because I feel you have been left confused and had a real test when it comes to love. A test of faith, a test of patience, and I feel sometimes love has left you a little bit confused as to why it is not going in the way that you're hoping for, and higher level of commitment. I mean, the Hierophant card is a marriage card, so you're hoping for a deeper level of commitment. All of a sudden, there will be this person. Now, the heart of the matter, we got the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is an interesting card, okay? So when we get this card in the Five of Swords, this can be, sometimes you feel a little bit defeated when it comes to love. You may be very conflicted as to why things are not going well in regards to love. This can be a card where it's like things feel really unfair, okay? And sometimes we overthink our situation, and it leads to like analysis paralysis. So if you feel like things are not happening for you in terms of love, it's almost like, because the next card up, they're indicating the next card up, it's almost like you'll come to an epiphany point and you will move forward. You're going through a bit of a rite of passage sort of right now, and a bit of a test of faith, as it were, and I feel like you're gaining greater wisdom. But there may be some sort of tension or conflict that is making you try and think of things in a different way, like, how can I change my circumstances? What is it I can do that puts me in line with an opportunity to find the love that I truly desire? Now, if you've just recently separated from somebody, because we have that Judgment card there, this can mean that perhaps you are thinking about the conflict between you and that person, but I feel like you're trying to move away from that energy, because deep down we got the Chariot card. So that's, I'm only going to mention it like that, okay? What is crossing you? We've got the Hierophant. You're looking for a higher level of commitment. You're looking, and I also feel like you're learning. You're learning about what you want, what you don't want, and when you get this card, I feel like, I mean, the Hierophant can also be having faith, especially if you feel recently that you've been unmotivated, or you felt like you've completely like become cynical and felt like there is no love. You may be feeling like, why am I going to waste my time looking for something when, it seems to be this unobtainable myth, okay? But I do feel like you are going to meet this person, and it's really interesting because they're highlighting this for me, not the wonderful stag that's right in the middle, although some of you maybe some of you are going to go on a stag do or something like that of someone else's party and meet somebody. That's something that's just come to me intuitively. Spirit's not giving me that, just so you're aware of the two, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. What they are illuminating here, though, they're actually highlighting this. So this appears like the normal card for you, but they actually make it shine brighter for me, and they're highlighting this. So I feel like when you meet somebody new, you're actually going to notice that there's actually either you and this person arranged to meet at some sort of pagoda, I think it's called a pagoda, or there is a pagoda in the background when you first meet this person. There's something about a pagoda, okay? So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Now, the Hierophant is about having faith and hoping, but I also feel like some of you are looking into love, okay? As in, those self-help books, that sort of thing. I feel like someone has started reading one but put it down, okay? First of all, of course, if you feel like there are things within your past that you need to process and let go of course, by all means, sort of pay attention to that part of you that needs to release those things and open yourself up to love. But I really feel, my beautiful Capricorn, you do not need to change, okay? You are wonderful. You are exciting to be with. You are quite a catch. You bring so much to the table, and anyone will be absolutely lucky to be in a relationship with you. So I do feel like there's something here where you're committed to learning. Whether that's learning about your present circumstances, I just feel a thirst for knowledge with this card as well, okay? Some of you may be actually learning more about meditation or doing things like yoga, and I feel also you may have put yourself in some sort of traditional learning system where there is like a tutor, and you know, maybe you're learning a language, or maybe you are putting yourself out there to learn a new hobby or something like that. So I do feel like you are something about being in two minds as to doing it, but I feel like it's very rewarding for you. Okay, now we got the Chariot card. This is what is deep down. The Chariot card indicates you're overcoming the obstacles and you are asserting yourself. Okay, you're capable of achieving great things in your life, my beautiful Capricorn, whether that's in career or whether that's in personal goals or whether that's in love. You know, you are capable of having it all. And I feel with the Chariot card, you're actually moving forward. Now, some of you are actually planning travel or vacation in some way, because the Chariot card is a travel card. Some of you may have just rented a car or decided to buy a car as well in order to either go on some sort of travel or some sort of event. With the King of Swords always has that sort of international feel to it. So I do feel some of you are going abroad, okay, abroad somewhere. That's not going to speak to everybody, of course, but I feel the Chariot often talks about the journey, and I feel deep down you're looking at where you belong, and you're looking at your soul path right now. I feel some of you may have had a bit of a wake-up call and be like, what am I doing? Am I happy where I'm at? If I'm not, how can I change it? You're not the sort of person to sit there and say, you know what, my circumstances that I'm in right now, I feel like I'm in a funk and I'm going to stay there. You're not that sort of person. You're the sort of person that finds the solution. You're the sort of person that says, you know what, I'm in Groundhog Day. You know, that came up for Sagittarius reading recently. And because you got 8 of Pentacles, which is a card of routine and responsibility and, you know, the everyday, you may feel like, you know, you need to do something to shake it up. And I feel like you're taking the initiative to do that, okay? Also, I feel like you're having the courage to overcome some thoughts, some negative thoughts, or some feelings of low self-confidence. Now, just to let you know, we all have a moment of low self-confidence, but I feel you tend to not really wallow there. You're the sort of person that picks yourself up and just gets on with things. So I feel like this time, though, I feel like you're building your confidence. I feel like you're stronger and you're empowering yourself as we move through the month, okay? Now, what you're leaving in the past is the Hermit. So that is a solitary energy. There's a lot of wisdom that comes with this. Everyone needs to go through the Hermit stage in their life, okay? Some for longer than others. The major arcanas are the journey of life. We all have to walk it, and we all have to get to each section of the major arcanas. And the minors, of course, minor arcanas are all about the details that we deal with in day-to-day life. But the Hermit sees you, you know, really having a period of introspection and gaining enlightenment, knowing yourself a bit better, knowing that you have to build those healthy boundaries, and that, you know, that you are brimming with potential to meet somebody new. But I feel like you had to learn that truth about yourself first by focusing on yourself, okay? That is not a selfish act. So typically the Hermit withdraws from distractions, or withdraws from the world when they're feeling pretty fed up or feeling a little bit jaded with the world. And especially if you've been feeling a little bit negative about love and that it hasn't come your way, or you've been feeling really unfulfilled and cynical about it, or you've been feeling like you've had a real test of faith there, I feel like you're rejuvenating your energy and you're maturing. You're recognizing that you are actually quite a catch and you bring a lot to the table. So I feel like you're transforming. It's almost like you've gone a little bit off grid to sort of focus on your own needs and work out what you need to do next. Because Capricorn, you always come with a plan. That is in your nature, okay? I'm just going to scratch my shoulder there. Sorry about that. King of Swords, this is what is above you, okay? The King of Swords tends to be someone who thinks before they act, okay? And this is a period of analysis. It's interesting because you've also got the Judgment card in your position. This is the position of advice to yourself. So it is about judgment. okay? The King of Swords can also be about judgment. So I feel like you are thinking about doing something. You're getting clear on what you want before you make decisive action, okay? So I feel this card is you being like really rational about your circumstances and saying, okay, you know, I'm open and ready for new love. So what do I need to do to put myself in a position to find that? And I feel with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you're having that confidence in order to go after what you truly deserve and desire. Now, also I'm going to pull, I feel like I'm pulling a card on this because I do feel like there's someone here that occasionally pops into your head. And I feel like this is someone that you often think, will you reunite? Or will you in some way be back together? Or do they think of you? I get this energy, do they think of you? So I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that. I know this is a singles love relationship reading, but the energy is coming up, and it wouldn't come up if they didn't want me to at least give a little nod to it. Okay. Knight of Cups. This is someone who may have withdrawn their love. This is a separation that there was almost like unexpected, and there was like unrealistic expectations in this. Okay, yeah, they're showing me here, this is someone that you would have committed to long term. You may have thought you would marry this person, okay? This person may have strong earth in their chart also. Can be another Capricorn, perhaps Virgo, Taurus, strong Taurus for sure. The Knight of Cups there in the reverse indicates a withdrawal or expectations not being met in love, okay? So I do feel like this is something that has made you feel a little bit stuck with that death card energy, and sometimes it pops on in there. You may be resistant to love after that, or you may have been unable to move past a situation that sort of offered love and then took it away, okay? Because the King of Pentacles indicates someone who did not follow through on their actions. They may have said they were invested in the connection, or it may have looked like they were, because King of Pentacles tends to be someone you can rely on. But when it's in the reverse, it's like they took it away. Or, and this person may have jealous tendencies and things like that. But I feel there's something here where, you know, like when once bitten, twice shy. So it may be still in some way affected your confidence. It doesn't mean you want to be back with that person, but you may be processing these thoughts in order to let go of the memory of it for forever, so that you can move past and find a relationship that deserves you. My beautiful Capricorn, remember, you are the prize. You are the one. You're not looking for the one. You are the one. They're looking for you, right? So that's what I'm picking up there. I do feel like you're going to find someone who actually thinks about you a lot. Someone who factors in your needs in a relationship as much as theirs. In the near future, though, I gotta be honest, I see you focusing on yourself. The Eight of Pentacles is all about the routine. It is also about building, you know, your commitment, your dedication to goals and dreams. And I feel like you're in that repetitive cycle. This means that you're being very, you know, focused on either what it is you do for a living. Maybe, you know, I feel like definitely you're a master of your craft. They always say that with this card. And I feel like you're trying to enjoy yourself, enjoy your single life as much as possible until you feel like it's the right time to meet somebody. The Eight of Pentacles is also about learning. So I do feel like some of you are putting yourself on some sort of course of learning. It's interesting because a lot of the signs have started to streamline their energy, and there's a bit of a crossover. So I feel a lot of people are reaching out to join groups. You know, it's almost like, especially after a long period of people being locked down and in various stages in different parts of the world, depends on where you're at. Because everybody's living in a different country, of course, who watches these readings. So it depends on the restrictions in your country at this moment in time. But I feel like there is a real desire to get back out there again, and collectively I'm definitely feeling it with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles seems to be showing up in everybody's reading, but in the near future I see you working really hard but enjoying it. There's a difference, okay? And making money, building a solid foundation. But I also feel like you're learning about yourself. 8 is the number of the self, so I feel like you're putting your own needs first. That's what this is all about here with that cross there and the scythe back to back. I feel like you're starting to put yourself first. okay? And then you are thinking about love afterwards. Because remember, we all start with a cup of love for ourselves first. And in that cup, we have to work on ourselves to the point where that cup is full of self-love, healthy boundaries, respect, and, you know, confidence. And if it's not, if it's full of insecurity, self-loathing, codependency, you know, we actually exchange cups with another person, and we tend to meet the frequency of the person. It's almost like we meet a person that's in the same frequency as ourselves in this moment. Now, we all change throughout different parts of our life, so we tend to match similar frequencies, okay? So, or we match the frequency of someone who needs to teach us a lesson of something that we haven't learned yet. So I feel like you're in the right position. You're focusing on yourself and you're putting your own needs first. And you will actually meet this person here who is going to offer you the love that you truly deserve and desire. Now, your advice to yourself in this moment is the Judgment card. So you're weighing up your life's purpose. This is a calling card. This is like your purpose and true prosperity card. So a lot of you are going to be focusing on your 5-year plan, or the job that you feel called to do, or the lifestyle that you're called to lead and live in. The Judgment card is that wake-up call. It is a decision. When you get this card, it is a bit like a fork in the road, where you're deciding to make some major life changes and self-evaluating what is necessary as you move forward. In order to do that, we have to release the things that we feel hold us back in order to embrace something new. So this card is all about an awakening. So, and I feel like you're restarting, especially with this card here as your first energetic card, and then the Judgment in your position, your advice to yourself, which is basically you know, your motivation is returning, your libido is turning, your desire to get out there and reevaluate your circumstances and open yourself up to love. Now, I have to say, this card can also be a closure card as well, but I'm feeling I have to pull a card on this one, because there are some of you out there who are thinking sometimes, or a little bit conflicted about reconnecting or reconciling with someone that you've separated from. So this is not going to be for everyone, but I need to just pull a quick card and then move on from that. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please? Oh wow, now this person is definitely overseas, or in some way has a distance from you right now, because it's going in the water. I just feel like they're like across shore. And as you can see, I mean, you got the 6 of Swords, which is basically about relocation across water. And we've got the Justice card again. Now the Justice card in the reverse again to describe this person is you don't trust this person. Now they may not have done anything to you. They may not have lied to you. They may not have, but you just don't trust that they're going to stick around for the long haul. I'm sorry, it's still a little bit wet. These cards are like my babies, so I just want to make sure it's okay. 6 of Swords is a relocation card. It is about moving on, moving forward. So the Justice card in the reverse says this person does not take accountability for their actions. And I feel like you don't deserve that in your life, my beautiful Capricorn. So I feel like you're moving away from this. I also feel like you've learned a lot from this. You think about this situation in a different way. And I feel like where you may have struggled with the whys of a previous situation, I feel like you're the one leading with integrity. You're the one who is left with respect for yourself. And I feel like you're putting your attention elsewhere, okay? So I just wanted to clarify that, because the Justice card in the reverse indicates you don't trust this situation. There's something about it. You're making a decision not that something wasn't fair, and I feel like you're just chalking it up to experience and you're moving on, because there's part of you that if you keep being in your head with this situation or this person, you recognize that you'll remain in the hermit energy for a long time. And you're the sort of person that doesn't get stuck in that. You're the sort of person who finds a solution to your situation and moves past it. Now we do have, this is the external environment. So what is coming towards you, which is the King of Cups. This is someone who's got a big heart, someone who wants to love and be loved. The King of Cups is the highest love of all, and that is what is coming for you. The universe is sending you someone who is open-hearted, who is very charismatic, someone who is a protector as well. And you don't need protecting, my beautiful Capricorn, but I feel like this person is very protective of love. So they don't give their heart away easily, but when they do, there's a lot of depth to them. And I feel like they're not the sort of person to flirt with the next thing that comes along, or the sort of person who plays games, or the sort of person who would abandon a relationship. This is someone who has a lot of integrity, a lot of respect. They have high honor. This is someone who's very intuitive. There's almost like going to be a psychic bond between you and this person when you first meet. You're just like, have I known you before? I just get this energy of you. I feel like you've had a cycle with this person before in a past life, and it's like you're finding each other again. And I don't mean like in twin flame. I feel like this is someone who, as soon as you meet this person, I feel like, now I don't want to use the word charm, because sometimes the word charm can be misconstrued as someone not to be trusted, but I feel like this person is someone who's easygoing. You get on with this person straight away, and they're like really fun to be with. And whilst you may be focusing on your work and on projects and things like that, I feel like they capture your heart in a way that no other has. Okay, this person is very supportive. I feel like this new person who's coming on in, they'll be very supportive of your dreams and your goals. This is someone who wants peace. They don't want the drama. This is someone who is spiritually evolved and is mature enough to know what they want in life. Okay, this person is also non-judgmental. This person listens with an open heart and makes fair decisions. This is someone you can trust. Okay, this person may have strong water in their chart. They don't have to, but I do feel strong water element in this person's chart that's coming your way. It doesn't mean they're sun, moon, or rising, but it can. I mean, I always say to people, if you want to check out something about somebody, of course, check out their sun, moon, and rising. But most importantly, pay close attention to their moon, because that is the hidden. That is what they feel deep down. And that's what you really want to pay a lot of attention to get a broader sense, of course, of an overall sort of energy. You got to go sun, moon, and rising, of course. But I feel, their moon, this person's moon, I feel has a lot of earth in it. So I feel like this person is very grounded as well. Okay, this person offers you their heart. There is love straight away. Look at those hearts. This person, it's not that they wear their heart on their sleeve, because I feel they're very discerning about the company that they keep, but I feel they open their heart to you straight away. Now, right now, they're showing me an owl. So either you can see an owl, or you can see the image of an owl, or you and this new person will talk about owls. Maybe you go to an owl sanctuary or something for a date. I'm not really sure. There's something about owls that's connected to this person and this connection with you. It can mean that this person is wise, and that, it's almost like you can see a future with this person. I mean, owls tend to mean, especially birds tend to mean community as well. So perhaps you're going to meet this person in a communal setting that is dedicated to learning. Okay, but I feel this person is very open-hearted and very loving. Now, this is a hope and a fear position. We've got the star energy. Okay, the star is all about hope and a renewal of hope. So whilst part of you is trying really hard to be hopeful, okay, I feel the fear here is that you've been left confused and in despair with love before, and I feel like there is this energy of lost hope or cynicism because you feel like it has not happened. Also, I feel like you're looking for a relationship that is open-hearted, fair, and someone who can see you, because I feel like sometimes you get misunderstood or people misconstrue you. Okay, now please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, my beautiful Capricorn. Okay, but some people just see you, Capricorn, as someone who's just focused on money or goals, and they don't really see beyond. So this new person will. This person wants to get to know you. They don't want to hear, they want to hear everything about you. I feel like this person is actually so sensitive and loving. And I feel like this person, as soon as you meet this person, I mean, it's a wish come true relationship. The star energy tends to be like a dream come true, or finally you can see why things did not work out with a previous situation or a previous person, because you were fated to meet this person. Okay, when you meet this person, I feel like there's a lot of optimism. You instantly feel better in their company, and that's how you'll definitely know. Also, I feel like this person is beautiful both inside and out. They're very attractive. as a person, both in their looks but also in their heart, and that is the most important thing. Of course, we all know that looks fade and that the most important thing is the heart. So I feel this person is a really good person who's coming towards you. Now also, the star is about healing. So if you've separated from somebody, I do feel like you have to give yourself the time to dedicate yourself to your own needs. Take the time you need to heal, okay? I feel like there is a new you, like, emerging from this. There's a new phase of life here for you. I feel like you recognize you're brimming with potential and you're finding that confidence you need to stand out from the crowd. You're not the sort of person who wants to stand out from the crowd, my beautiful Capricorn, but I feel like you will. You're definitely going to be turning heads, and I feel like this new person that comes into your world, as soon as they see you, it's almost like you light up the room for them. No matter how you feel about yourself, but most importantly, remember, confidence is an aphrodisiac. Confidence is the key to success as well. So I feel like as soon as you walk into the room, you literally light up the room for this person. And I feel as you get to know this person, they will do the same for you. Okay, so I feel like it's like a big, this lighting up the room. You know, when you see something you kind of like, it's like your eyes light up. I feel like you're going to see it in their eyes that they actually have so much love for you. Now, what do we have as an outcome? Wow, we've got an Ace of Cups. So this is a divinely timed relationship. This is love coming on in. This is a love relationship that will end in either a proposal of marriage or, children, if you want children, or if you want marriage. You may not want either, but because we've got the Hierophant there, it seems like you're wanting a commitment that is based on something you can trust, something that is grounded, something that goes somewhere, something that's a bit more long term. You may be undecided sometimes. Maybe sometimes you're like, because as I said with that Moon card, I get this energy of a real battle between wanting to settle down and wanting to be independent. You can be both in the right relationship. Always remember that. The Ace of Cups is very beautiful. First of all, it is your own cup of love. It is a call to fall in love with yourself first, okay? But also this card reminds you that there is an opportunity of love coming towards you, and it's going to be very romantic, okay? As you can see, we've got a little turtle there. And, turtles, very slow energy, but they are very determined. If you've ever seen a beautiful turtle sort of hatching on, the seashores, for example, I don't know why the seashores are so important for your reading, because they're actually showing me a turtle on the seashores. I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, so as I'm talking, I'm getting the energy from the scrying. And seashores seem to be very important for your reading. So, so back to the turtle, they emerge, so they have to sort of evolve, come out, and there is a vulnerable period where they have to reach the sea in order to survive, and that it feels risky, right? But they still get out there and they do it. And I feel that's the same with you, especially if you've been hurt in the past. It may feel risky. It may feel risky for you to open yourself up to that level of vulnerability again, but it is worth it. Okay, as you can see, this little turtle is on his way up and is getting the lotus flower. So that means peace, serenity, and I feel like the love that you truly deserve and desire is on the cards for you. I mean, there's two hearts. It's almost like it is on its way for you. I'm going to pull a card and see if they can give me a time frame, because in the near future, which is normally the length of maybe 4 to 5 weeks, I see you focusing on yourself, but I do see something developing between you and a new person shortly after that, okay? We've got the Sun card. The Sun is all about happiness, the happy ever after, a successful union, and also relationships blossoming, okay? This is you being happy. This is a time for abundance, and I feel like you're going to be truly grateful that you took some sort of action. You did something that was out of your comfort zone. I feel like you suddenly decide to do something, whether you suddenly decide to put yourself on a course, or you suddenly decide to travel, or you suddenly decide to buy a car. I feel like it leads to peace and happiness. And that Sun energy, I feel like you are being honest with yourself, you're being truthful with yourself, but you're finding the energy that is necessary to focus on finding love, okay? Especially since we got an 8 of Pentacles and you're in that routine. if you're in that routine, it may feel like low energy, like, oh God, I haven't got time to be having any time for myself, let alone look for love right now. But I feel like you will find that motivation, you will find that energy, and you can trust your intuition. But this is a very hot relationship that's very passionate, very kind, something you can trust. And I feel like you will become aware that this person has feelings for you by the way they look into your eyes. It's in this person's eyes. It's literally like the room lights up. Okay, I'm just going to quickly pull a card, see if they give me anything in terms of timeline. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you show me a timeline or something that my beautiful Capricorn need to be aware of? Yeah, Eight of Wands, that's to be expected. Slight delay, especially since you've got the Eight of Pentacles there. After that, can you show me? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide. The delay is because it's not, how would you like to receive? Okay, we've got the Four of Wands. It's almost like it will not be the right time unless you leave the home, okay? Because the Four of Wands in the reverse is about leaving home, or, you know, either moving home or in some way getting out of the house, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is like you will feel stuck in a rut unless you leave the house. So please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, okay? I'm just sort of reading the cards, and then you'll get what you truly desire. There is a wish come true here. The Nine of Cups and the Star card are absolute wishes. What you've been dreaming about, the thing that you've been manifesting, okay? This card is about, you know, an achievement of desire and being content with the love that is on offer. So I do feel like this is like the good life when you get this card. You're going to be having a life of pleasure. It's about finding the time to implement that. Do something for you that you enjoy, and then you will find what you have been wishing for, okay? So I hope that resonates in some way. I mean, they're not giving me an exact date, although, okay, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're showing me the moon. They're showing me the full moon right now. So the next full moon is on the 18th of March, which is in Virgo. So perhaps there is something that you do during that period, because I feel like this is based on your action. Normally they'll tell me like, oh, someone sends you an invitation or something happens like this. And right now they're actually showing me it's something you do. Something you decide. It's going to be different for everyone, but it's something you suddenly decide. You're quite spontaneous in doing something. That's where you meet the person, okay? So I'm just going to get a final card for you before I close the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I feel like you're going to be so pleased with yourself, whatever this is that you're going to spontaneously do, because it leads you right into the arms of this new person, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? So because we have a crescent moon there, I feel like the card is I have permission. So I feel like if you've been really working hard and you're like, I can't take time out of my routine, or I have a lot of responsibility, I have to focus on this, that, and the other. Remember yourself. You are important too. Please give some energy to you, my beautiful Capricorn. Give yourself permission to, you know, take some time out to find a divine counterpart if that's what you're hoping for, okay? Also, they said notice the stars. There are so many stars in this card, so I feel like you are actually aligning yourself with this new person that comes on in. So I feel like you are actually right on track. We've also got I trust my intuition, okay? And that is number 15. Number 15 is actually the Devil card. So that is your card. The Capricorn card is the Devil card representation. So trust your intuition, but also if you feel that there are some blockages that you need to release, then of course, let them go, because it's only preventing you from moving forward. And finally, we've got I am supported, okay? I am supported. The universe has your back, and it says it's number 9. So number 9 is that solitary energy, the hermit. I feel like you were being supported during those moments of loneliness, during those moments of feeling that perhaps you were not going to find love, but I feel all that changes now. Your guides are with you and they're guiding you to this love. I mean, look at these two cards. There's love on its way for you, okay? And you deserve this. So I'll leave it there. I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much for it, guys, Great Angels. Can you please? We have the Pegasus. Now, Pegasus is very important because it is symbolizing a breakthrough, a transformation. Also, it indicates there's going to be a lot of meaningful coincidences over the next couple of weeks. So you may, for example, have like a song in your mind that loops and loops and loops. They haven't given me one for you right now. So, no, I was just wondering because I heard a little sound, but it just sort of went away. So I can't even grasp what kind of sound it was. I can't even make a guess. I'll always be honest with you, and if it doesn't happen, I will tell you it didn't happen. I'm not just going to make something up for you. The Pegasus is also about dreaming, okay? You know, people, you may not talk like this, but people talk about the 5D and things that are occurring in the 5D happening in the 3D. So, you know, I would look into that a little bit further because I feel something that you've been manifesting is actually coming onto into the 3D, which is where we're living right now. Okay, I feel it comes with great velocity and speed because this trinket always connects to the Ace of Swords, which is a breakthrough, talking to somebody new, an achievement of your desire, an idea to take yourself out of a comfort zone. Things are going to be happening and gaining momentum. There's going to be a quick change here when it comes to your love life. There's also going to be numerical synchronicity. Right now they give me 111. 3 ones, 111 is numerical synchronicity. You may see that everywhere. Also, you may see this person's name on some sort of poster or billboard. And I mean, they could be well known because we got the star card energy. That could be someone who is well known in the community or someone who is famous, perhaps, because we got that star card energy. But I feel like, for example, if you saw on the billboard, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a name now. I can't think of a name. For some reason, Joshua Jackson came to me, so I don't really know. I don't know if there is a singer or an actor called Joshua Jackson. I'm not really au fait with things like that, but that's that just came to me right now. So, for example, if their name is Joshua Jackson and you meet a person that you're looking for called Joshua, or and they've got a second surname like Watkins or something like that, so please take it as it resonates. I feel like you're going to see the person's name on a billboard and you're going to kind of keep seeing something similar everywhere, and then you're going to meet the person with that name. Okay, it doesn't have to be the full name. I feel like part of the name is something you're going to keep seeing over the next 5 to 6 weeks. Okay, so they want me to put this on the Ace of Cups. Finally, a breakthrough when it comes to love. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates. Just as I'm talking, they're showing me someone putting, it looks like, shoes on. So if that's you, you're putting your shoes on. There's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone. And also, it's amazing. All the images are coming in right at the end before I close the reading. They're showing me someone, they're showing me someone falling asleep. Okay, so if that's you, I mean, either of my guides are saying, Bubba, you've been talking too long, you're boring people. But I feel it's more that someone likes to listen to my readings as they fall asleep. If that's you, there's definitely something in this message for you, but enjoy your sleep. The sleep is most important, okay? Whilst I'd love for you to be listening to the reading, the sleep is the most important, okay? So I will leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Now, again, they've given me one more image before we go. I do apologize, but they're giving me you know those chocolate egg things, and then you open them up, or you break them open, and there's like a little surprise in there, and there's like a little toy. They're showing me one of those, and I can't really remember what they're called. They're very famous. I'm just kicking myself that Kinder Surprise, I think that's what it's called, Kinder Surprise. Either you're eating one of those, or you just bought one of those for if you've got children, or if you just bought one of those for yourself because you enjoy it. Please take it as it resonates. It could also mean that, I mean, if I think about it, eggs represent new beginnings, or a new spring in your step, new life, and the surprise can be that, you know, you're meeting somebody new all of a sudden. Please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how it does, but I'll leave it like that. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.